And now to another former president. We're talking about Jimmy Carter now, and our own Richard Louie got a chance to sit down with the former president recently during a trip to Haiti. Both he and Richard were there volunteering with Habitat for Humanity, who provided the camera crew. Richard talked to Mr. Carter about service after the White House, the Carter family's role in the recent election, and the rocky road to Middle East peace, which he helped pave.
100 new hurricane-resistant homes and 600 volunteer construction workers. In the middle of it, an 88-year-old statesman, former President Jimmy Carter, working in heat nearing 100 degrees with wife Rosalind in Haiti. For 29 years, the Carters have built homes for Habitat for Humanity. During a break, the Carters described one of the people they've helped.
She cried a couple of times when she saw the walls going up in the middle of the house and so forth. Saw the roof going on. She had tears running down her cheeks, and so did I.
Marie Veronella Antoine lived in a tent for 2 years after the 2010 quake.
It was a big honor for the president to build my house. I was really happy about this.
A year after Marie received her house, Carter remains moved. It's a reminder of his decades-long focus on international human rights. But his crowning international achievement, Middle East peace, the 1978 Camp David Peace Accords. Many years later, Carter remains a tough critic of the current players, including Benjamin Netanyahu.
The Netanyahu policy needs to change because he's the first prime minister in the history of Israel that has shifted to a one-state instead of a two-state solution. He's determined, I think, to have Israel controlled all the way from the Jordan River to the Caribbean. And
some criticism of President Obama as well.
Because he made a speech in Cairo, said no more settlements, and then a few months later he made a speech and saying the 1967 borders will prevail with some modifications based on negotiation. And I hope he'll go back to that formula, which is the formula of the whole world, except for Israel. And I think then we'll go forward. But I would like to see his top priority be Middle East peace.
However, Carter was not surprised by Obama's win. He credits his grandson James Carter for discovering and exposing hidden camera video of Mitt Romney saying 47% of voters see themselves as victims.
The turning point was when our grandson revealed that, the governor had talked about 47%. I think that was a real turning point. And James has made us all very proud. In fact, he's the most famous Carter now. And he was born in the White House when we'd only been there for a month, so he lived 4 years in the White House, so he was very eager to help. Probably was the single most important factor in the whole election was what James did reveal.
The 39th president also has predictions for Washington.
Both Republicans and Democrats learned a lot from this election, and I think one of the things they learned is that the people want them to cooperate whenever possible. The Republicans will come around on the deficit because of the economic, cliff that we're hanging over. I think they'll do that. And I don't think there's any doubt that Republicans will cooperate on immigration reform because they've learned how important the Hispanic vote is, and the African-American vote, and the Asian-American vote.
Having gotten politics out of the way, the Carters promptly returned to building, a work ethic that created Marie's 175-square-foot home, and something Jimmy and Rosalind Carter say they'll forever do, and like most things, do together. Richard Louie, MSNBC, Léogâne, Haiti.